late one fall in Halloween land, and the air had quite a chill. Against the moon, a skeleton sat alone upon a hill.
He was tall and thin, with a bat bow tie. Jack Skellington was his name. He was tired and bored in Halloween land. Everything was always the same.
I'm sick of the scaring, the terror, the fright. I'm tired of being something that goes bump in the night. I'm bored with leering my horrible glances, and my feet hurt from dancing those skeleton dances.
I don't like graveyards, and I need something new. There must be more to life than just yelling. Boo.
Then out from a grave with a curl and a twist came a whimpering, whining, spectral mist.
It was a little ghost dog with a faint little bark and a jack-o'-lantern nose that glowed in the dark.
It was Jack Dog Zero, the best friend he had, but Jack hardly noticed, which made Zero sad.
All that night and through the next day, Jack wandered and walked. He was filled with dismay. Then deep in the forest, just before night, Jack came upon an amazing sight. Not 20 feet from the spot where he stood were 3 massive doorways carved in wood. He stood before them completely in awe, his gaze transfixed by one special door. Entranced and excited, with a slight sense of worry, Jack opened the door to a white windy flurry. Jack didn't know it, but he had fallen down into the middle of a place called Christmas Town. Immersed in the light, Jack was no longer haunted. He had finally found the feeling he wanted.
And so that his friends wouldn't think him a liar, he took the present-filled stockings that hung by the fire. He took the candy and toys that were stacked on the shelves, and a picture of Santa with all of his elves. He took lights and ornaments and a star from the tree, and from the Christmas Town sign, he took the big letter C. He picked up everything that sparkled or glowed. He even picked up a handful of snow. He grabbed it all, and without being seen, he took it all back to Halloween. Back in Halloween, a group of Jack's peers stared in amazement at his Christmas souvenirs. For this wondrous vision, none were prepared. Most were excited, though a few were quite scared.
For the next few days, while lightning and thundered, Jack sat alone and obsessively wondered, why is it they get to spread laughter and cheer, while we stalk the graveyards, spreading panic and fear? Well, I could be Santa, and I could spread cheer. Why does he get to do it year after year? Outraged by injustice, Jack thought and he thought. Then he got an idea. Yes, why not? In Christmas Town, Santa was making some toys, when through the din he heard a soft noise. He answered the door, and to his surprise, he saw weird little creatures in strange disguise. They were altogether ugly and rather petite. As they opened their sacks, they yelled, "Trick or treat!" Then a confused Santa was shoved into a sack and taken to Halloween to see the mastermind Jack. In Halloween, everyone gathered once more, for they'd never seen a Santa before. And as they cautiously gazed at this old man, Jack related to Santa his masterful plan.
My dear Mr. Claus, I think it's a crime that you've got to be Santa all of the time. But now I will give presents, and I will spread cheer. We're changing places. I'm Santa this year. It is I who will say Merry Christmas to you, so you may lie in my coffin, creak doors, and yell boo. But please, Mr. Claus, don't think ill of my plan, for I'll do the best Santa job that I can.
And though Jack and his friends thought they'd do a good job, their idea of Christmas was still quite macabre. They were packed up and ready on Christmas Eve day when Jack hitched his reindeer to a sleek coffin sleigh. But on Christmas Eve, as they were about to begin, a Halloween fog slowly rolled in. Jack said, "We can't leave, this fog is too thick. There will be no Christmas, and I can't be Saint Nick." Then a small glowing light pierced through the fog. What could it be? Zero, the dog! Jack said, "Zero, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" And to be so needed was Zero's great dream, so he joyously flew to the head of the team. And as Jack's skeletal sleigh started its ghostly flight, Jack cackled, "Merry Christmas, and to all a good night."
'Twas the nightmare before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was peaceful, not even a mouse. The stockings all hung by the chimney with care, when opened that morning, would cause quite a scare. The children, all nestled so snug in their beds, would have nightmares of monsters and skeleton heads. The moon that hung over the new fallen snow cast an eerie pall over the city below. Santa Claus's laughter now sounded like groans, and the jingling bells like chattering bones. And what to their wondering eyes should appear but a coffin sleigh with skeleton deer, and a skeletal driver so ugly and sick they knew in a moment, this can't be Saint Nick. From house to house, with a true sense of joy,
Jack happily issued each president toy.
From rooftop to rooftop, he jumped and he skipped.
Leaving presents that seemed to be straight from the crypt.
Unaware that the world was in panic and fear.
Jack merrily spread his own brand of cheer. He visited the house of Susie and Dave. Get off my property!
They got a Gumby and Pokey straight from the grave.
Then on to the home of little Jane Neiman.
She got a baby doll possessed by a demon.
A monstrous train on tentacle tracks.
A ghoulish puppet wielding an axe.
A man-eating plant disguised as a wreath. And a vampire teddy bear with very sharp teeth.
There were screams of terror.
But Jack didn't hear it.
He was much too involved with his own Christmas spirit.
Jack finally looked down from his dark, starry frights and saw the commotion, the noise, and the light. Why, they're celebrating. It looks like such fun. They're thanking me for the good job that I've done. Well, what he thought were fireworks meant his goodwill were bullets and missiles intended to kill. Then amidst the barrage of artillery fire, Jack urged Zero to go higher and higher. And away they all flew like the storm of a thistle, until they were hit by a well-guided missile. And as they fell on the cemetery, way out of sight, was heard, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Jack pulled himself up on a large stone cross, and from there he reviewed his incredible loss.
I thought it could be Santa. I had such belief. Jack was confused and filled with great grief. Not knowing where to turn, he looked towards the sky. Then he slumped on the grave, and he started to cry. And as Zero and Jack lay crumpled on the ground, they suddenly heard a familiar sound. "My dear Jack," said Santa, "I applaud your intent. I know wreaking havoc was not what you meant. And so you are sad and feeling quite blue. But taking over Christmas was the wrong thing to do. I hope you realize Halloween's the right place for you." There's a lot more, Jack, that I'd like to say, but I must hurry, for it's almost Christmas Day. Then he jumped in his sleigh, and with the wink of an eye, he said, "Merry Christmas!" And he bid them goodbye. Back home, Jack was sad. But then, like a dream, Santa brought Christmas to the land of Halloween.
I'm X.
And I'm Otto.
And we're the Killer Robots.
Robots.
Make sure to check us out. Killer Robots Crash and Burn.
And KillerRobots.tv. And YouTube, Killer Robots.
And most of all, Happy Halloween!
My name is Ben Lawrence, and I rock you at least once a week here on YouTube. I go on all sorts of adventures, I go to theme parks, and sometimes I like to just sit down and have a nice conversation with you. So check out my channel at youtube.com/OneBenLawrence, and don't forget to subscribe here to Scott Yuken's channel. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Hello, my name is Roscoe Soultrain. I have a YouTube channel that you can find down below. I review things and I talk about my opinions on stuff and I swear profusely. And I also show off really cool people and really cool things. Subscribe down below, it would mean a lot, and give Scotty a big thumbs up on this one because Scotty is the man! And I also did his theme song too, the little brief one in the beginning. And I'm gonna encourage you guys to have a happy Halloween. Peace!
Hello everybody, I'm Justin Scard from youtube.com/Justin Scard. I make some videos and I was happy to be a part of this.
Whoa! My name's Destin Dern.
And my name is Jeremy DeMoss.
And we make YouTube videos on our very own YouTube channel called
Destin777.
That's right, so if you want to see some funny, wacky, and totally bizarre videos, check us out.
I highly recommend it. Oh, and if you want to see something embarrassing starring Scott Yuken.
Oh, there's plenty to choose from on our channel. Happy Halloween!
Hi everyone, I'm Ricky Briganti from Inside the Magic and Pseudonym Productions, wishing you all a very happy Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, hopefully anyone in Orlando will have a chance to come out to our new Halloween experience called Catharsis. You can go to fearcatharsis.com to check that out, running for 13 nights only this October. It's going to be a lot of freaky fun, so definitely check that out. And once again, happy Halloween.
Well, thank you guys all so much for watching that video. I really wanted to do a video with The Nightmare for Christmas, being read by my friends and YouTubers. I really want to thank Adamthewoo, Justin Scard, the impeccable Killer Robots, the crew of the Destin777 crew, the voice of Dan Caro, and the amazing editing skills of Kenny Gillespie. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. The founder of Inside the Magic and Pseudonym Productions. I'm sorry. He may not be the founder. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm just making this up as I'm going here. Ricky Brigante. There was also Ben Lawrence. Did I say Ben Lawrence? Did I say Roscoe Soultrain? Because if I didn't, I want to thank them very much. They all really came together. I told them, hey, make something crazy. Let's all do it together. And they did. That's what you just saw. I also want to thank one other person, but I can't because he went into the witness protection program. So, sorry, man. I hope everything works out. Now, as I always say, you can do it, I can do it, we can all do it. Stay groovy. I'm going to leave some links to some of those videos down below that I liked of their channels. And if you like what you see of my channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful day. Adios, amigos.